Breaking news, which came out of nowhere. Tyler Perry, media mogul Tyler Perry, is being sued for $260 million for allegations of sexual assault and harassment by the Oval actor Derek Dixon, and the lawsuit was filed in Los Angeles. If you're not a follower of Tyler Perry, the Oval is basically his bootleg version of Scandal. But it's been on forever. And Derek Dixon, one of the actors on the show, is now suing for sexual assault. The sad thing is, I don't think this might be the first of many. Just like when Cassie popped up talking about Diddy, and then all of a sudden these other lawsuits popped up. Sadly, I think Tyler Perry is going to go do the same thing. Tyler Perry has been super private about his private life. We know he has a son, and he allegedly was in this relationship with this woman for a long time, and then they broke up. I always thought like that was like a cover, because I always felt like, and it's not none of our business, I always felt like Tyler, had his own personal life. But since he started off with Christian plays, you can't be allegedly a gay playwright and doing Christian plays. I don't know why not, but I think he always kept his private life private. And again, this is all allegations. We don't know. But sadly, I feel like Derek Dixon might be the first of many who will come out and say that Tyler Perry harassed him. Regardless if these allegations are true or not, I think we're going to see more people coming out saying this about Tyler. And a lot of civil suits, maybe a trial, maybe a criminal trial, but mostly probably civil. And that empire that Tyler Perry has built over the past 20 years, just like with Diddy, is going to fall apart. The sad thing is going to be, if there are more allegations, that I do see down the road that he might use Tyler Perry Studios as collateral, or end up losing Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta. It makes me wonder what happens to all his content on BET. But my whole point with BET has always been, don't make it Tyler all the time. Like, have like different shows. Give Tyler, like Dick Wolf. Like Dick Wolf has Chicago, Chicago Wednesdays, and he has Law and Order, right? So that's 2 nights. But NBC doesn't give Dick Wolf every night. I just felt like BET should just maybe give Tyler like maybe Tuesday and Wednesday, or Tuesday and Thursday, or 3 days of Tyler Perry, and then give the other nights to other producers, right? But if there's more allegations that comes out, I wouldn't be surprised if some other shows start popping up. Some other black creators start popping up on BET. Some of Tyler's shows stop filming and production if more of these things come out. If this is the only one, I think he's safe. But if there's a bunch, I do think some productions will probably be stopped. I think some new shows that he might come down the pike on Netflix, I think his Netflix deal might be in jeopardy. Like, I think a lot of these things are in jeopardy, and we don't know these things are true. And I just saw this documentary on Pee Wee Herman, which was great, when Pee Wee got in that trouble twice. And, everything just stopped for Pee Wee until he proved himself innocent. Now, Tyler Perry said all this stuff, allegations are false. And hopefully for his sake, I hope it is false. If this is one case and he can prove it was false, fantastic. But I have a feeling there's going to be more. One thing I know about America, if you're a black man and you make a lot of money, sooner or later, America is going to get its money back. Tyler Perry was just at the BET Awards, and he was saying how he loves his black female audience and how he made all these black millionaires, and he was very proud of that, and he should be proud of that. I still don't know why you don't have a writer's room, but okay. But I knew something was wrong with his movie Straw with Taraji P. Henson. And there was black women on TikTok talking about how Tyler Perry hates women. And I was like, since when? he always made you guys the heroes in his movies and projects. What do you mean he hates women? But they were saying like, Taraji P. Henson went through a whole lot in that movie, the struggling black mom. That's like, it's been this way since Diary of a Mad Black Woman. You have a struggling black woman, and then some pretty boy comes up and saves the day. Like, that's always been his trope. It's always been that way. But guess what? Black women have been the main ones. I know some black dudes too who watch it. My dad watches that stuff. But they're the main ones that supported Tyler Perry for decades. And then all of a sudden, I see these women, it's like, oh, Tyler Perry hates black women. It's like, since when? Black men has always taken the brunt of Tyler Perry's storytelling. What are you talking about? But when I saw that, when they were criticizing Straw, I was like, well, like it's over for Tyler Perry. I just felt like Tyler Perry had a good 20-year run, and it's probably a time for a shift. There's probably time for new black directors and black content creators creating TV shows, right? So I just figured it was that. But now it's not just black women critiquing Straw with Taraji. Now it's whoever Derek Dixon, like he's a white dude, could be a Latino, good looking guy, but still, he was white or Latino, now coming after Tyler Perry for sexual assault. And I've seen this storyline before. It's been 20 years since Michael Jackson beat his case of child allegations. It's been 20 years, man. Hardly it's been that long. And which basically just destroyed Michael Jackson's career. He had to keep on proving himself against those lies. Prince went after the music industry, and then Michael allegedly just died. His doctor just put on propofol and just not paid attention to him. I don't know what doctor does that. And then with the Conrad Murray, he went to prison for like a couple of years and then come out. Prince allegedly died from overdosing on fentanyl after he went after the music industry. Cosby allegedly wanted to buy NBC, and then all these allegations about him that came back in the day during the Playboy period came out against him. Even though during the Playboy Mansion period, you had Hugh Hefner and Jimmy Kahn and all these guys at the Playboy Mansion and executives at the Playboy Mansion, but Cosby's the only one that got in trouble for anything. So he went to prison, he came back out. R. Kelly's in prison now. R. Kelly was on trial back in the 2000s. He got off, and then they brought all that stuff back, and now he's in prison. Diddy's going through this stuff now with all this stuff come out. We'll see. Now, Diddy, might still end up going to prison. But we have to see that they can prove sex trafficking and RICO charges, but they go after him. His empire is crumbling. And not to say that all these guys some of these guys don't deserve to be on trial, or they're not saying they're good guys at all. Some of these things are very horrific. But when it comes to America, they just don't go after white dudes like this. It's almost like Sinners. There's a part of Sinners that's inspired by Robert Johnson, who made a deal with the devil to become a successful bluesman. And it almost feels like when this whole ghetto fabulous era, this 80s era where black folks are just making money like crazy, starting with Michael and Prince and Whitney Houston. Either they end up dying or something crazy happens or they go to prison. Like America do not want to create black legacy millionaires. They do not want to create a legacy of black billionaires. So Tyler Perry probably thought for the longest time, well, I'm Tyler Perry. I got Tyler Perry Studios. I got all these shows at BET. I got all these shows on Netflix. I am Teflon. There's no reason why they'll come after me. There's always a reason. People get sloppy. This is why when you see like Michael Jordan, you barely see Michael Jordan. He married his second wife, man, and we barely see Jordan. Now Jordan will pop back up on NBC for the NBA and NBC. He'll pop up. But for the most part, Michael Jordan's been a recluse since he's been retired. Eddie Murphy, after he picked up the transvestite, he's been virtually a recluse. Like a lot of these guys say, you know what? I'm just going to disappear and y'all ain't going to see me. I'm not going to put myself out there to get exposed for anything. Like even when Michael Jordan was playing, he had the gambling thing, and then his dad mysteriously died. Like America's a weird place, man. So Tyler, it's your turn. Listen, man, my only critique on you is that I don't know why you ain't have a writer's room. I don't know why you produce the same content over and over. But at least I've been consistent. These black women now criticizing him is just insane. And now this with the sexual allegations, for his sake, I hope this is the only one. And I hope for his sake, he can beat it. But I have a feeling this isn't the only one. I just hope it's not many more. And what happens to Tyler if this proves to be more than one? Will he lose not just his empire, but everything, all his shows on BET, all his shows on Netflix, all his movies on Netflix, all those deals he has, all the productions he's about to start. So if you made $1 million with Tyler Perry, I hope you invested that money well, because this might be the beginning of the end.